Alright guys, it's first day of the tournament. Well, it's a 2-day tournament, but it's 2 separate tournaments. So it's the first tournament, Saturday morning. Let's see. It's 10 after 6 right now. I think lines in is at 6:15. We're going to go to some of the spots we went to yesterday and try to catch them. See what happens. Stick with me.
Alright, so the first spot that I stop at, I knew I could get at least 1 or 2 bites on a black and blue swim jig. The fish weren't super big. They were 15 and a half inches. But this is one spot I hit in practice where I knew there was a couple fish that I could fill my limit. So here we go, check it out. So I get my first fish on the board. I'm feeling pretty good about the swim jig bite early in the morning. 2 minutes later, I hook into another one, 15 incher, get him in the boat, put him on the board, and I'm feeling pretty good so far. I only need 3 more fish for my limit, and tidal water is all new to me, so I'm really feeling confident that I can at least get a limit and then maybe go run and find some bigger fish. So the swim jig bite in the morning died off really quick. I decided to hit another spot that I found in practice where there was some grass. I threw a waypoint down on it, and I caught a bunch of fish in there in practice. They were decent sized fish too. I went out, threw the Nikko rig around, and the big fish weren't there. I caught, I think it was a 15 or something like that. And then I caught another one on a chatterbait coming up here real soon. And then I decided to do some running around, kind of practicing for the next day's tournament. Found some new areas, and you guys will see it coming up here shortly. So right here, the wind started getting really bad out there on the flat, so it was really hard for me to hold my position to fish that grass. So I decided to try to just run some bank, try to catch my 5th fish, and right here I caught number 5, filled out my limit, and then I decided, okay, now I can go run some new areas, see if I can find some bigger fish. Maybe, find something special for tomorrow, because tomorrow was another tournament. But I was just happy to fill my limit on a body of water that I've only ever fished one time, and that was for a practice for a tournament, and that was in Mattawoman. In this tournament, I decided to fish the Occoquan on the Virginia side. So yeah, I was really happy I got my 5th fish, and I could go run some new stuff. Alright, so it's getting later in the day. It's probably around 12:30, 1 o'clock, and I knew I had some water that I wanted to check out on the way back to the boat ramp. And this is one specific area that I wanted to check out that I passed a bunch of times going to my other spots earlier in the morning. I seen it in practice, and I knew there was a lot of wood in the water there, and when the tide would come up, I knew there would be some fish hanging out in there, so I decided to run it a little bit, and I was throwing a black and blue chatterbait, the baby jack, and I had like a crawl type trailer on it, and I get bit, biggest fish of the day, and I'm feeling pretty good about tomorrow because I could really pick this area apart if I wanted to when the tide would come up. Yeah, as you can see, my net was stuck somewhere in my motor up there on one of my little gadgets, and I'm frantically panicking to get this fish in the boat, but I get it in the boat, and we catch the biggest fish of the day. So I'm feeling pretty good, making some small calls here and there. Figured I could really pick this place apart tomorrow. And I think the last fish I catch here before my camera dies is 15 and a half, and I called out a 15. The only problem was I forgot to submit my last catch of the day, so it didn't really make a difference. I still would have been, I think, 16th or 17th for the day, but just a bad mistake to make, especially if you're doing really good, and that half inch really could have made a difference for somebody. But yeah, I was feeling pretty good for the next day. The weather was going to change drastically, though. We were going to be fishing in the rain in the morning, so I didn't know how that was going to change my day, but I knew I could find some fish and pick some places apart, and had a pretty good day on the water. As far as tidal water for me, I'm all new to it, so I think I wound up catching 8 fish and wound up with 79 inches. Alright, the day's winding down. I just fished my way back to the boat ramp and no more fish. But I had a pretty good day. I felt good about tomorrow. Just want to say big congratulations to Mark Marini, Jordan Welliver, Eric Ruth, and Eddie Butler for finishing out the day strong. Congratulations, guys.